I've had this one locked away in the cupboard now for a little while. I thought I'd bring it out of retirement and give you my first impressions of the Adidas Adizero Pro 3. So we'll get straight into it. Quick specs. $360 here in Australia, or recommended retail price in America is $250 in the US. However, right now there are some big sales on the Pro 3, so get online really quickly and have a look on the Adidas website and on some other leading running brand websites and get yourself a deal with this one. Weight wise, 230 grams or 8.1 ounces in a men's size 9. In the stack height here, we have got 2 layers of the Light Strike Pro, that is Adidas's Super Foam. 39mm or 39.5mm in the rear as from the website, and 33 in the front, 6.5mm drop. So, if I haven't said it before, this is Adidas's premium marathon racing shoe, and you've seen this one all over the podiums in all the big marathons all across the world lately. In the upper, single layer Cellar mesh, and it's made out of recycled plastics and recycled materials. It's actually quite stiff and got a plastic feel to the touch. It is really thin, really breathable, but it does feel strong and scratchy. Still with the upper here, so really thin, breathable, flimsy tongue. It's not gusseted. The laces are super thin. And heel counter wise, very, very, very flimsy. As you can see, it's got a race-like fit upper, and we've got some nice heel pads here around the heel collar that assist with that heel lockdown. Midsole, I've mentioned before, it's the Light Strike Pro. 2 layers. Sandwiched between that are their energy rods. So the energy rods give this shoe some rigidity and save some energy, or on the website says it saves some energy loss. Now this shoe is super stiff, so it's not a carbon plate, it's carbon energy rods, and my god, this is one of the stiffest marathon racing shoes on the market. So in the outsole here, Adidas used their Continental rubber on all their flagship shoes, so same going on here. We've got a really nice layer, a thin layer of their rubber. You'll see no tread on it whatsoever. However, that is really, really good in the dry conditions. It's going to be pretty slippery in the wet, I would imagine. You can see some exposed energy rods through the bottom there, and then they've got these weird cutouts through the lateral side up near the front of the shoe. So I'm not sure if that's meant to just save weight, or if that's meant to add to propulsion. I'm not sure yet. So what I'm loving so far is the heel padding that they've got around the heel collar there. So that is definitely doing a better job than the previous Adidas models. I'm also loving the consistency of the ride. So the Light Strike Pro is not going to flatten out, and it's quite a durable foam, and the ride stays really consistent throughout your run, so it's not going to flatten out and get sloppy towards the end of the run. Also love the breathability of the upper. Although it's a bit baggy and saggy, it's super breathable, and in these hot conditions in Australia, it does a great job. So what I'm still figuring out about the shoe is the ride itself. So this is Adidas's Marathon Racing. It's a super shoe for me, but I'm not getting any wow factor out of it like the other leading super shoes on the market. So yeah, it does feel responsive, and it does feel poppy, but as I said, there's no propulsion, you don't feel super fast in the shoe. I'm hoping as I break the shoe in a little bit more, as I stir up this foam a little more, that it's going to become a little bit more bouncy and squishy and get some wow factor later on down the track. Right, so what I'm not liking in the shoe so far, so these laces, I don't know why Adidas keep putting these laces into their shoes, and this lacing system. So they have these lace loops down the bottom that have just got, where they're sewn in, they've got these, it's actually, you can feel it on the top of your foot. So if you're going to wear thin socks, you're going to cause some irritation and rubbing, especially on those longer runs. So thick socks do fix that. And the thin fiddly tongue, so it's actually hard to get on, and you've got to concentrate to lay that tongue nice and flat and then cinch your laces on. So it is early days for me in this shoe, I must admit. I definitely have had it for a longer time, but it's not a shoe that I'm reaching for. I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to make myself run in a little bit more so I can give a full review on this shoe. There is some races coming up which I'm definitely going to make myself wear, and we'll see how we go. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.